Welcome back to another episode of the Mentoring Minute with Dan Comeau. We're going to get to Dan's episode in just a moment, but first let's hear from a couple of our podcast sponsors. Violet Defense is dedicated to protecting our world from germs by bringing the power of UV disinfection to everyday spaces. Their patented technology enables them to harness the power of the sun to incorporate ultraviolet light into products and environments like never before. Whether you're ready to implement existing products, or if you'd like to explore researching and developing a custom deployment of their technology for your school, Violet Defense has the solutions and the experience you need. Thanks again to Violet Defense for sponsoring the Educational AD podcast. Go to their website at violetdefense.com. You know, it's becoming harder and harder to fund an athletic department these days, but Sideline Interactive's indoor scoring tables and video boards can generate $10,000 or more every year while creating excitement in the gym, along with the ultimate game day experience for your student athletes. We actually have a Sideline Interactive video scoring table in our gymnasium, and it is fantastic. You really need to check it out. Go to sidelineinteractive.com or call 832-786-0302 to schedule a live web demo and see their tables and boards in action and find out exactly what these fantastic products can do for you. You can also email them at sales@sidelineinteractive.com. That's sales@sidelineinteractive.com. Wall of Fame by Vital Signs has a mission to bring your school's legacy to life. They provide a variety of interactive touchscreen options and an extensive library of templates to make it easier than ever to recognize the athletic achievements of your students, both past and present. For ideas on how to showcase your school's diverse history along with your proudest moments, visit vitalsignswalloffame.com, or to learn more and get started with your own digital Wall of Fame tribute, call 614-981-3589, or you can email them at sales@vitalsignswalloffame.com. That's sales@vitalsignswalloffame.com. Huddle. We power sports. More than 180,000 teams around the world use Huddle to elevate the performance of their student athletes and teams using video and, of course, analytics. Huddle is a complete platform for performance. They have online tools, mobile and desktop apps, smart cameras, including the Huddle Focus, which we have one in our gym. Our coaches love it. And of course, analytics and a lot more. Huddle's built for every level of play, from the youth teams up through high school and college and the professional ranks. You're in pretty good company with over 6 million users, including your student athletes, a lot of their parents, and the coaches of the college and university teams that you're trying to get your kids recruited to. If you want to find out more about how your school can become a Huddle school, go to huddle.com. You won't be disappointed. We also want to thank Athletic Surveys by Lifetrack. They are the sponsors of the Athletic Director's Toolbox segment of our podcast. Athletic Surveys by Lifetrack are a quick, easy, and affordable way for you to collect some comprehensive data that allows you to evaluate and improve your athletic program. Athletic Surveys by Lifetrack also gives you access to the 95% of the players and parents who really love your programs and gives them a voice to show the importance that a positive athletic experience has for them. Go to athleticsurveys.com and check out their testimonials, and then give them a call at 1-800-738-6466. You can also email them at info@athleticsurveys.com to get started. You really need to check them out. Athletic Surveys by Lifetrack. Let them help you bring your athletic program from good to great. And we want to thank Hometown Ticketing, the leading digital ticketing provider to schools and colleges. You can learn more at hometownticketing.com. Hometown ticketing, simple and easy online ticketing. Welcome back, everyone, to another Mentoring Minute with Florida's mentoring guru, Dan Comeau. Dan's a longtime athletic director, currently on our FIAAA board and chair of the mentoring committee, also works with the NIAAA's mentoring committee. Dan, what do you got for us this week?
Let's talk about a difficult subject today, Jake. Let's talk about the Tough Parent Conference. You know, I think every team, if you don't, you're blessed, has a tough parent somewhere along the line during your career or every season in athletics. And many times it's a playing time issue, or the coach doesn't like my son or daughter, or the coach, it ends up being that the child is either uncoachable or lacks the talent, and there's a lot of confrontation that goes on. One thing that I found that kind of well, I'm going to tell you three things that I think has worked for me, but the parents, and one way to stop the issue or to help calm it down at the parent conferences or at the parent meeting prior to the season, I always say, you're going to get angry at some point during the season. Instead of attacking the coach, approach the coach and say, hey, what does my son or daughter need to do to be better? And you're coming at the coach in a positive way, and the coach can respond in a positive way. So those are the things that, instead of confronting the coach, let's just have a conversation, basically. And I have some tips on how to conduct a tough parent conference and some things to avoid. After the break, we can talk about those tips.
You know, again, just another great topic, you know, for any athletic director, a young or a veteran. I'm excited to hear about those tips. This is the Mentoring Minute with Dan Comeau. We'll be back after a quick break to hear about some of our sponsors. You know, it's becoming harder and harder to fund an athletic department these days, but Sideline Interactive's indoor scoring tables and video boards can generate $10,000 or more every year while creating excitement in the gym and the ultimate game day experience for your athletes. Go to sidelineinteractive.com or call 832-786-0302 to schedule a live web demo to see their tables and boards in action. You can also email them at sales@sidelineinteractive.com. That's sales@sidelineinteractive.com. You won't be disappointed. Wall of Fame by Vital Signs has a mission to bring your school's legacy to life. They provide a variety of interactive touchscreen options and an extensive library of templates to make it easier than ever to recognize the athletic achievements of your students, both past and present. For ideas on how to showcase your school's diverse history, along with your proudest moments, visit vitalsignswalloffame.com or learn more and get started with your own digital Wall of Fame tribute. Call them at 614-981-3589, or you can email them at sales@vitalsignswalloffame.com. That's sales@vitalsignswalloffame.com. All right, we're back with Dan Comeau's Mentoring Minute. Dan, you were going to share some secrets about how to handle those tough parent conferences. What do you got?
Well, the first thing is, a lot of parents like to confront the coach right after the game while everybody is an emotional high. Here's a tip for you. Tell your coaches not to engage in any confrontation at a game. Tell them, if it's a basketball especially, if you're going to have a team conference or a team meeting, have it in the locker room. Take the kids in the locker room, get off the court. And I would tell my coaches, if a parent does approach you, say, look, I'm in charge of X amount of athletes. I cannot have a conversation with you right now. I need to be with my athletes. Be polite, walk away, get with your team. And If they want to have a meeting, then say, call the school and set up a meeting with me 24 hours later. Let that 24-hour late cool down occur. Educate the parents on the process. 90% of the calls that came in to me, my first question is, have you talked to the coach? And their answer is no. We want to go right to the top. You start with the coach. And then if that doesn't work, you go to the athletic director. That doesn't work, you go to an assistant principal or a principal and discuss the issue. So educating the parents is just as much important as educating the coaches. If it does get to your desk, collect the facts from the coach, get the coach's side. You've already got the parent side. They've already called and let you have it. Collect the coach's side and you'll find out that it's very, very different. And always let the parent speak first. Don't begin the meeting by saying, I know you're here because of X, Y, and Z, because they may not want to talk about X and Y, and you're bringing up issues that don't need to be brought up. Let the parents speak first. Let them get it off their chest. Another tip is never meet as a group. When parents get together and they're angry, it's going to be mob rule. They're going to be off topic, and they're going to try to speak over themselves. They may start talking about other kids on the team. Nothing good can happen as a group meeting with angry parents. They talk about their own child only, not other children. And finally, I put together a pamphlet years ago. It was the parent-coach communication process. And it talked about what can be discussed with the, I don't talk about playing time. If I need to talk about playing time with a parent, then I don't need the coach. I should be running the team. The coach runs the team. He knows about playing time. He knows about the ethics of the child, the work ethic, the involvement, the effort, the dedication. That's a day-to-day process. An athletic director's process is not day-to-day. It's overall running a program. So the pamphlet discussed the first meeting with the coach and going through the athletic director and then going on. But again, never ever meet with a parent when the emotions are high at a ball game. Nothing good is going to happen from that. So that's all I have for today, Jake.
Boy, that's all. That was everything. You know, so many great nuggets in there. I love the tip about, letting the parents speak and respond to what they share rather than, throw something out there that's going to open a whole complete new can of worms. Great wisdom. As always, Dan, if one of our listeners wants to reach out, and if you're listening to this, I encourage you to reach out to Dan. What's the best way they can get a hold of you?
My email address is dcomeau19@comcast.net.
Okay. Remember, the Zoom recordings of these interviews are also being uploaded to the Educational AD Podcast YouTube channel, so you can check out the video as well. We do this every Tuesday, the Mentoring Minute. We also have new content, interviews on Mondays and Fridays, along with team building tips every Thursday with John Scromlow. Check them all out at the Educational AD Podcast, and we'll definitely see you next Tuesday for another Mentoring Minute. Dan, thanks again.
Look forward to it. Thank you.
All right, we'll see you all next week. We want to thank Huddle for their support of the podcast. Huddle powers sports. Over 180,000 teams, including the best in the world, are using Huddle to help improve the performance of their student athletes and their teams through video and analytics. Huddle is a complete platform. They have online tools, mobile and desktop apps, smart cameras, including the Huddle Focus, which we have in our gym, of course, analytics, and a lot more. Huddle's built for every level of play, from the youth teams through high school and college and up to the professional ranks. You're in pretty good company with over 6 million users, including your student athletes, a lot of their parents, and definitely the coaches of the teams that you're trying to get your kids recruited to at the college level. Okay? If you want to find out more about Huddle and how your school can become a Huddle school, go to huddle.com and talk to their experts. You won't be disappointed. We also want to thank Athletic Surveys by Lifetrack. Athletic Surveys sponsors the Athletic Director's Toolbox segment of our podcast. Athletic Surveys are a quick, easy, and affordable way to collect comprehensive data that allows you to evaluate and improve your athletic program. Athletic Surveys by Lifetrack also gives you access to the 95% of the players and the parents who really love your program, and it gives them a voice and helps demonstrate the importance that a positive athletic experience has for them. Go to athleticsurveys.com and check out their testimonials, and then give them a call at 1-800-738-6466, or you can email them at info@athleticsurveys.com to get started. Athletic Surveys by Lifetrack. Let them help you take your athletic program from good to great. And we want to thank Hometown Ticketing, the leading digital ticketing provider to schools and colleges. Learn more at hometownticketing.com. Hometown Ticketing, simple and easy online ticketing.